Hey, what's up? It is DJ. It is mod time. Happy Monday to you. 13 mods released today. Thank goodness it's not a Friday. All platforms got 8 new, and there was also 1 yesterday, but I'm not counting that. We're going to talk about it anyway. We also have PC Mac players getting 3 new and 2 updates. And of course, yes, we are on Alma, Missouri. And that's where we're going to start. Starting off today, the fan favorite map for Farming Simulator 22 is back, Alma, Missouri from Salobuki. This map, of course, is based off of the town of Alma in the U.S. state of Missouri. And if you played it in Farming Simulator 22, there's going to be a lot of stuff that's in the same spots, although there will be a few things that are a little bit different. For example, right here, the grain elevator, well, that is brand new. The secondary cattle farm over by the main town area is also a little bit different too. We have different buildings. We've also got a different setup for the animal pen itself, and there is no road between that and the side of the main road there. You will have to go out on the gravel road. Speaking of gravel, you got a new gravel setup right here, and you should have some dust kick up whenever you're driving down the road, as seen here. In total, there are 42 farmlands, 37 of which are fields from small to large, as you can tell. Yeah, itty bitty ones similar to 21, which cost you about $66,000, or big fields like Farmland 30 down here at $1.3 million. At the start, there are only 5 fields that are grass. You've got down here Farmland 439, which you own. You've also got 28, 41, and 33. There's only 1 dedicated forestry area that is right here on farmland number 20. And if you buy the BGA up here, it will not produce electricity. However, it will produce methane that you can collect and sell at the local gas station. And that's going to be right here on the left side of the map. Also around on the map, you're going to be finding, of course, traffic. You've got pedestrians, Missouri license plates, and a train, which will take your stuff to Marshall. Marshall? What's down here? What is that? Marshall. There you go. The town area is not the only place that is different from FS22. The main farm is different as well. Now, there are a couple things that are the same. For example, the cattle farm and the sheep barn are all the same. To say cattle farm, the cattle shed. You've also got your slurry located down here at the bottom of the hill. And even the horse pasture is the same too. By the way, we have the horse pasture as well as the goat barn right here, which have been released on all platforms as mods. You also have this building right here, which is our workshop, also by Salobuki. That is the one and only required mod. Would have been nice to have 0 required mods, but 1 is 1. I'll take what I can get at this point. I still don't like it, but I love the map, so what are you going to do? Here I am. We do have a huge silo system in the middle, and chickens off to the left-hand side. This pole barn right here is brand new, so you do have that as well on the map, and we do have our house, which unfortunately has no interior, but you can just simply delete it and put down your favorite one. Hey, maybe use Omatana's American farmhouse, which is my old house that I used to live in Boone, North Carolina. Of the 3 farmlands, the one that I just showed you, the main farm, is down here on the bottom right-hand corner. If you want cattle only in a smaller farm, well, over here on the left-hand side is where you're going to find that with a whole a load of cattle already on the map. And if you prefer little baby piggies, well, right here is our 3rd farm. Again, all the buildings can be deleted. And you can also place them down as well because they are found in Placeables, so built into the map. Oh yeah, and little baby piggies come on the map too. They're all piglets, though, little guys. As far as your crop calendar goes, here is that. If we jump over to animals, we start with 90 chickens. We do have, 89 regular chickens, and then we've got 1 rooster. In our cow barn, we've got all kinds of cows in there. There's 60 cows there, and then it looks like we have 90 sheep in the sheep barn, and then 5 horses. However, if you buy the cattle farm over by the main area, it looks like we've got, 10, 20, 30 cows over there. And as far as pigs go, we have 20 3-month-old little baby piggies on the pig farm. There are no production chains that are owned by default, although there are quite a few in town, including the bakery, BGA, corn dryer, dairy, grain mill, ketchup production, pizzeria, popcorn production, sawmill, and tailor shop. These are all going to, well, most anyway, going to be some of their custom ones. And I do believe we've got some custom greenhouses as well. There's quite a few things with this map. Again, I have done a full video showing it off, so I highly recommend to go check that out. Come on, give me Alma, Missouri. There it is. Yeah. And there you're going to be getting all of your new fruit types, which are on the map. And lastly, here is everything that you're going to be getting in new farmer mode. We do get a very nice selection of pieces of equipment, all base game, so you will be able to start very, very handsomely. However, there is a lot of room to grow as well. I know a lot of people are super excited about this map, and I'm really happy that you guys get to play on it now. Oh, and don't forget about the trailers that hold propane in the area that you can get propane accessories right over here. You're going to need that for, I believe it is, not the bakery. Nah, it's one of these guys. I think it's the corn dryer. I believe you're going to need to drop that stuff off at the corn dryer. Next up, let's talk about the auto-loading Bale and combo trailer from Mack Trucker 921. This is the pull-behind version of their drop deck trailer auto load for Bales. So this is a little bit different. Very cool. We do have a flatbed on here, and you could do the auto loading bales plus the auto loading bales unrealistic capacity. Now, I don't know what the capacity is for the unrealistic auto load for bales, but hey, I'll take it. We also have a tipper body with 77,920 liters, as well as a tipper body which holds 1 million liters. So party, party, party. How about a, well, it says auto loading, but it's not. It's log fork, so it's just regular logs, no auto load here, so heads up through there, and then we get back to the flatbed again. I'm going to go flatbed auto loading bales for customization here. Wheel options, we do have a Lizard set. You've got BKT on there, as well as Continental, Michelin, Midas, Nokian, and back into Trailer. Again, we could do up to 4 axles, which is great news. Trailer hitch around towards the very back can be added, and then we can change up the rear hitch type, so that will allow you to hook up more things to it. Then the attachment for the front, we have a flat frame or a gooseneck. I know people will be really excited to see that. Wood, natural, or stainable. Ramps on the back, yes and no, just in case you don't need to ramp up anything. Then we've got color options. We have for the chassis, the wood stain, which I have stained the wood there, and then you have a rim color set. Now, they always like to add toothpaste tractor, Mack Trucker does, so I appreciate that. So yeah, how cool is this? So we've now got pretty cool trucks, kind of like the Roughneck modding Super Duty, and now you've got this. You can add that. Hey, Mack Trucker's also got some pretty cool stuff too. I don't believe Mack Trucker's got their trucks out yet, though, but soon, very soon. Also from Mack Trucker 921, we have their Grain Mill Plus, and we have some new recipes that have been added to this, including a new sell point, which is required for this. By the way, yes, that does say corn mill and cracked corn sell. Shall we take a look? I think we shall. So through here, we've got different bits and bobs. Dump spot over there, dump spot over here. Say a dump spot. That's a fill spot. I'm an idiot. Fill spot only! Let's take a look. Where is it? Here it is. So we have barley flour. We have barley flour rush, which is really interesting. So you've got your barley flour, and then we've got the 23 flour, 3 pig feed. And it looks like we've got 24 cycles per month at 120 per cycle there. Here you can see this is basically, was that 24, 1/4 the time or the amount, and it's also a little bit cheaper. Just a little bit. There's other stuff, of course, like the corn mill and corn mill rush. I love that we've got rush on these, so you can actually speed up the process a little bit more. Very, very cool. We've even got the long grain rice in here, oat flour. It's not really oat flour, it's just flour made from oats. So there you go. Flour from rice. We also have flour from sorghum and wheat flour. But the big ones in here is that cornmeal and cracked corn. These are pretty simple. You put 25 corn in, you get 25 cracked corn out. Thank you very much for that. Cornmeal is 15 corn in and 15 corn out. If you go for a rush job on these, 4,800 cycles each on both of those. So that's pretty sweet. Again, once you've got your cornmeal and cracked corn, you can bring them to the custom sell point that is provided with the mod in sell points, of course. Now I'm curious. So we have the cornmeal, we have the cracked corn. Where do we have sell points for these elsewhere? So Let's see, we have the cracked corn here. You do have it at the sell point there, but it's also added to the sell points around the map. That is great, great news. Same thing with the corn mill. As a matter of fact, the corn mill is accepted at more places, at least here in Fort Field, so it'll be the same on any map. Another production is the farm production. This was from Cavalier Roy and Mukashomane. This may look familiar to you guys because it is also on one of Cavalier Roy's maps, Riverview. Let's jump in and take a look. We've got fill spots for just about everything. I say that there's 2 fill spots and a I want this out spot. We've also got our trigger over here. So let's take a look. What can we do with this? Well, we've got diesel. We have multiple different ways to make digestate. You got electrical charge, hay, herbicide, lime, liquid fertilizer, manure, mineral feed, pig feed, seeds, 3 different ways to make silage, a single way to do silage additive, slurry, solid fertilizer, sugar beets cut. That's right. It has a built-in cutter. And you've even got TMR, which could be made with hay, silage, or straw. No mineral feed necessary. Oh my goodness. It does it all. It absolutely does it all. Now, I will tell you this, fill amounts are not as high as I would like for them to be, but still, it's not too bad. 150,000 liters for the barley. You got 900,000 liters for chaff in there and grass, 50,000 liters for herbicide, but it's really not a lot needed in the first place. 500,000 in slurry, and then outputs. As far as that stuff goes, we've got, 300,000 there for manure if you're trying to make manure without needing animals. 100,000 liters for water there. I mean, there's a plenty amount. It's just, I don't know. To me, I would probably add a 0 to everything, but I know that I play things a little bit differently. Next, we've got one that probably looks familiar to you. This is the Pole Barn from Celebuki. This is another placeable mod from Alma, Missouri that's been released as a placeable. And oddly, at least to me, maybe, one more mod that's been released as not a required mod, although Celebuki's Workshop was a required mod. I'm still not quite, I haven't been able to wrap my head around why some are and some aren't, but they all exist. Maybe it's just me. Am I crazy? Hey, am I going crazy? They shook their head yes. There's nobody there. Moving on. Wow, I really am going crazy. All right, moving on, we have the fence wall and gate. Really not a whole lot to say about these. They are found in fences. And that is that. One thing I will say with these, and maybe it's everything, I didn't know that gates could be, hang on, here we go. There it is. Reversed. Reverse. I had no idea. I think that's the coolest thing. How have I just found that out? Game's been out for like 5 months already. Next to last, we have the placeable warehouse objects. Now, these are all found in tools, although I think maybe these should have been found in decorations or something like that, as they are technically decorations registered by the game. So we do have a couple ways you could build stuff up. It's kind of neat. So let's turn on toggle free so that we could take stuff like this and place it in. They do say that it's made to be used in the snap mode. So if you guys want to build these up, you can. How cool is that? Also, there's ones that are a little bit lower, so get low. And then you got ones that are, I say a little bit longer, but those look exactly the same. Additional layer. Yeah. Does that mean we could do what I think we could do? Hey, yes it does. Stack them up, my dudes. Stack them up. Have we ever seen anything like this before? Hang on. How high can you go? Did you say it? How high can you go? Can I get them in line the whole way up? That's the question. Goodness. Hey, you can make your own. Hey. Just be careful. You've even got the lines right there. So if you wanted to put a middle row, we could do that. And then we've got some other bits of bobs here too, like a couple little bollards. We've got lines in the ground, which you could place side to side of each other, or a singular one there, or an even longer one there. And then we've even got this, whatever that is. Don't forget about the pallet location. Boop. Got them. Here you go. All kinds of stuff here. So the thing is, Pascal Counts also has, or will have, just looked at their mod hub page, has a warehouse where these would fit perfect. You could put these in any building that you would like. Just make sure you have the auto place, turned off, auto place, the free build, turn that on, and then you'll be able to kind of put these inside of buildings. Even better, maybe just put the building over top of it. that works too. Lastly, today we have another new map for all platforms. This one is Starowies. Starowies?
Starowies.
Ah, gotcha. That's how you say it. I'm sure Mr. Silly P would have done a much better job saying that. This is a returning map. We've seen it before. It is quite small as well. So zoomed all the way out, that would be the standard 2x by 2x style, the same as all the other base game maps and stuff like that. But this one is much more itty-bitty when it comes to size. You cannot buy the outside of the map, and it is not accessible either. So you're not able to get out there and check it out, as it were. We do have a couple smaller areas that we own. Of course, every area is small. You've got 56 right here. You've also got 59 and 60. Your main farm is going to be located on 93 right here. You've also got 46 and 45 down there. And then up here, we also have field number 1, 15, 16 right there, 103. A lot of small style farming, which is great because you own a lot of the fields. So you can actually get to work almost right away as soon as you jump in. Like, everything's ready to harvest for the most part. So you're good to go. As for basic specs, we have 92 fields, 114 areas that are purchasable on the map. BGA, sawmill, a few sell points, productions, new crop of alfalfa. Great news there. New bunker silos have been adapted for the alfalfa. 2 areas to build on, a house to build, and a starting farm, as well as forester's house and new greenhouses. So that is very, very cool. There's also a new item for production in the bakery, which is cream cakes. So you want to get some cream cakes, there you go. And there are missions for transporting wood and things like that. So basically, all of the stuff that you normally see, you'll see it on here too. There's your alfalfa at the top. Looks like we have a fairly standard planting schedule, all things considered as far as animals go. We own a pigsty, but there's nothing in there. As far as our production chains, I clicked a button and it freaked out. So I'm going to just keep going. And then we have some other stuff as well. Oh, there's just... Oh. Well, I have done something. I downloaded a mod and now my game's not happy. Cool. All right, well, I guess I was done anyway. We did have one update for all platforms. However, this was released yesterday. It's the John Deere 84X Series version 1001. Fixed animation error after patch 1.6 that prevented the server from being used again after purchase. Moving on to PC and Mac new mods. First one is going to be this guy, the Althimasse Pack. I probably said that completely wrong, and I do apologize. We have multiple of these, a 1200 weight, 15, 2200, a 900 plus 500 dropped down below. You've also got a 900 there and a 500 here. So you can buy them separately as well if you would like. So a couple of these are just regular weights. However, you've also got these right here, which have a pass-through for PTO. You've got your 3-point on there too. So you'll be able to run different things behind this and still be good to go. By PTO, I'm not actually sure if a PTO will make its way under that or not, but certainly feels like it can. You do have a couple different setups as well for the movement of these 3 points, but I don't think it matters in Farm Sim. I've never seen it matter before. And you've also got colors for all around. Kind of a neat mod. Also new for PC and Mac players, we have the VIP Order Manager. This offers the farmer a VIP order consisting of several products to be delivered. For each product with explicit specification of the quantity to be delivered and the destination. This seems translated. In addition to the current VIP order, the next VIP orders to follow can also be seen. However, only the current order can be delivered. Animal orders are also generated. Please note that the delivery is automatic. It is checked every hour whether animals exist with the requested age or older and whether they have at least 75% health. I think this has been a mod that's been around for a game or two at this point, but I have actually never used that. But hey, there you go. You've got the VIP orders right there. And lastly, we have the Better Contracts mod from MMTRX, the same modder that brought Better Contracts to us in Farm Sim 22. And that was an extremely popular mod with almost 2,000 votes, averaging 4.5 stars, which is almost unheard of at those numbers. With this one, the new FS25 version, it enables a clear list of available contracts, it generates new contracts, sorts contracts list, comprehensive UI settings page, and then we have a couple things which are configurable, like stay on new contracts list after accepting a contract, only show on HUD active contracts with completion more than 0, and allow fieldwork completion after contract finish. Also, there's a few other things. If we scroll down, we have the possibly exclude certain contract types from being generated, discount mode has been enabled, and it is compatible with quite a few things, including the refresh contracts, line missions, which they also made. They have contract boost, which is one of my favorites, and additional game settings, which I also use. I have all of those mods installed. So this is awesome. Get it now. Lastly, today, let's talk about updates for PC and Mac players. The first one is the Sipma Z-263 version 1.1. They've added main normal map in higher quality at 4K, so it looks much better in the game, and added some missing stickers. And lastly, the field repair pickup version 1.1. Tension belts have been removed, decorations been added, and fuel trigger has been increased, as well as pickup now also available as an electric version. And that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop a like, get subscribed if you're new, and join DjGoHam fam. If you get any questions, let me know. And a quick heads up, I will be out and about the rest of the week. I'm going to be trying to get mod videos out as soon as I can to you, but we may see them as live streams from hotel rooms instead of videos from my studio. We'll be back to normal on Monday next week, so don't worry. Hope you have an awesome day. We'll catch you in the next one.